are some characteristics about leadership that you look for or have or possess or want or look for from a mentor?
Right.
What kind of characteristics do you see or desire?
Yeah. So, you know, again, because of my faith, right? The thing that I strive most for these days is to be that servant leader. So important is it for me to understand the needs of those I lead. You know, what is important to them? How can we grow them? How can we challenge them? You know, how can I help them be a better version of themselves? And how do I motivate them to get done, you know, what we need to get done, right? And so I think another attribute skill is communication. Oh, so important and oh, so difficult. You and I are communicating, right? But I think what people miss is it's not just dialogue, right? I have to understand you from where you are, not from where I am, or not from what I think or what I feel or what I believe, but from where you are and what you think and what you feel and what you believe. Only when I can really communicate with you can I be successful in being that servant leader, right? So and it takes me to another thing, right, is making people feel included, being an inclusive leader. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know your ideas. I don't have all the answers. I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I'm smart enough to know that between however many people it is on the team, we can make it happen. We can come up with some really creative ideas. We can be innovative. We can lead. We can exceed. We can be the go-to. So yeah, that's just a few. Now, I've been both, mind you. You know, because again, I grew up in that environment, right? Very demanding, very, like you said, fist to table. So you emulate, you know, what you see day in and day out. I've been that leader. I got results, but I can tell you from being on both sides and having the luxury of just being who I am as a human versus a soldier, I get far better results now than I did then. And I got some good results then, but it's so much more fun now. Yeah.
So when can we expect a book?
That book.
the book. Because your story is profound. And, you know, that's the reason we're doing these interviews, because there's so many great soldiers, sailors, Marines that are out there, Coast Guardsmen, future Space Force out there. And your stories never get told.
Right.
And there's so much to be proud of. There's a lot of struggles. There's a lot of success that never gets told. So that's what these interviews are for. It's for you to learn something about your community member. If you never saw this video before, you'll never know. It's a conversation starter. It's a conversation starter. I'll just leave it at that, because now you can share, now that you know a little bit about her, and she's putting herself out there to share with you all because it's important. Now you have a reason to start a conversation. So you can leave some comments down below. Maybe we'll answer those questions. Monica can't answer those questions. I can't speak for her. But that's what it's about. So thank you for viewing. It's definitely a pleasure to have Miss Monica Daniel here today. So no future.
Well, you know, here's the thing. You brought me out of my shell, because one thing I don't like to do is talk about me. I don't. So I would be a chapter in someone's book. I couldn't write a book about myself, I don't think. But if there were a book to write, I think it would be you know those books, What to Expect When You're Expecting?
Right.
What to expect when you're retiring, you
Right.
know? Like, I really think that manual is needed. I would have loved to have flipped through the pages, right?
Yeah.
And where you can't capture everything, even something would be a nice start, right? So maybe you should write that book. Because you seem to have it down. But, you know, I don't know. You know, I'm just leaning on my faith. I step out 1 foot at a time, 1 day at a time, and, you know, where God leads me, that's where I'll go. I prayed on this, and I think maybe there's something that somebody needed to hear from maybe my story, and that's why I did it. So, I don't know.
Well, that's so awesome. Again, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we haven't discussed today? Any honorable mentions you'd like to maybe say out there to anybody?
So I will tell you, my tribe is my life, and the one thing that I will tell you is I do what I do for my children. You know, again, we emulate those things that are closest to us, and if I'm going to push them, that means I have to continue to push myself. So this is dedicated to them. You know, I hope that one day they see this and say, wow, that's, you know, my mom, my stepmom. And then I hope that they go, you know, sometime in the future and look back on it and say, okay, you know, I get it. Because our children range from 11 to 19 or 20, 19, 20. So the young ones, I really hope they're like, yeah, I get it. The only other honorable mention I would say is my husband, who, like I said, is a great human being, a huge support, and you know, makes life fun. You know, makes waking up every day just something to look forward to. So, thank you to my husband. Thank you to my children. You are my motivation. You are my heart. Yeah.
Oh. This is what it's all about. It's a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your story. Yeah. I know it'll benefit a lot of people that are out there in the world. Yeah. So maybe this is your virtual book. But I'd like to thank you again for being on the show. It is always a pleasure to talk with you. And I wish you the best of luck. And hopefully this won't be the last time that you're on the show.
Maybe not.
So, you know, come back on anytime if you just want to kind of give us an update or anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something that can help, you know, the people watching the videos and continue doing great things. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. I wish the best to you. Like I said, this is a really great work that you're doing, body of work that is so important. So again, thanks to you. Thank you.
And it's because of people like Monica, we did Terry Spain, and John Brewster. Yeah. So we're on a good roll. We got some great people, some very honorable people who are doing great things, not only in their business and their family, but in their community. Yeah. So
one last thing.
Sure.
If you're out there and you have a story and you're on the fence about telling it, I say just take the leap. Because again, it may be one person, it may be 10 people, but somebody needs to hear it. So yeah, just do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So everybody, thank you for your time. Thank you for your service. Thank you for those who support the channel and support our veterans. I salute you all. Take care. Have a great day, great rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Is that what we do here?